everybody, so today's Crockpot meal, I am actually going to be making a homemade version of the Campbell's can of chicken and star soup. My kids love that soup. However, especially with the price raises, it's becoming like $1.50, $2 per can. And for me to feed all three of them, I have to at least get 3, maybe even 4 cans sometimes. So that already totals out to close to $6, $7. So I'm going to show you guys how you can make this at home in bulk to where it will be way cheaper because you can freeze it and have portions for later. So this is everything that you need to make it. So starting over here, we have some bronze cut stellini. So these are just the little star-shaped pastas. I get this from Target. When I did buy it, it was on sale, 2 bags for like $4 or $5. So that was really a great deal. And look how much comes in it. You really don't even need this much. I would say out of this, probably about a cup or 2, depending on how much starch you like in your soup. You need a 32-ounce container of chicken broth and some bouillon cubes if you're doing it exactly like me. Or you could just get 2 boxes of the chicken broth. I just only had 1 on hand. I don't know why I only had 1, but yeah. So I'm gonna do this and then some chicken bouillon cubes to make up for the extra chicken broth. You're gonna need some vegetables of some sort. I'm doing mixed vegetables. You can use anything you want. I'm also doing some celery and onion, some minced garlic, some butter, and then I have this diced chicken breast. It's already cut up like for kebabs. You can also just get chicken breast and cut it yourself, or you could use chicken thighs if you want. But this is everything you need to actually make it. And then I like to top mine off with just a little bit of heavy whipping cream. It just makes it a little bit creamier. And then also some grated Parmesan. It just kind of adds to the flavor. So, but that's for when everything is finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make this. The first thing I'm gonna do is chop up my celery and my onion and clean my chicken. All right, everybody. So I have my chicken that's clean. I'm gonna pour that in first. Then I'm going to pour in my celery and onions that I chopped. Whoops, I'm getting that everywhere. Oh, it is what it is. Next, I'm gonna add in a good amount of garlic and about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter, which is kind of what's left in this. So I'm just gonna dump that right in. All right, next I'm going to add in some seasonings. So we have some salt, and we have some pepper, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and then some Italian seasoning. All right, now I'm going to add in my chicken broth, bouillon cubes, whatever it is that you're adding in. And I'm also gonna go ahead and add in my mixed vegetables at this point. So because I'm using this star-shaped pasta, I'm not gonna put it in just yet. I'm going to cover this and cook this on high for 3 hours. And then at the end of that 3 hours, I'm going to measure out some of the star-shaped pasta and then put it on high for another hour, maybe hour and a half until it cooks up. Okay, y'all, so it has been 3 hours. I went in and just broke up that chicken. You don't have to if you have diced your chicken super small, but mine was cut up and not like really little. So I just let it cook down, and then I went in and just kind of like that with a spatula. So over here I have a hot mess, but I have 1 1/3 cup of those stars measured out. I'm just gonna pour it in. Don't underestimate these, y'all. Like, I know they look little, but they puff up and they will fill up your soup. So just gonna give that a good mix. All right, and I'm just going to recover that and let that cook up for another hour and a half. Okay, everybody, this is how sorry, this is how our soup is looking. All right, don't be like me and add that extra 1/3 cup because it's a little thick. but that's okay. We kind of like it like that. I would have been great with just the 1 cup of stars. But yeah, that's all right, because the kids are definitely going to eat it like this. They love it like this. I could even, if I really wanted to, add another like chicken bouillon cube or 2 and some more water, just to thin it out a bit. Actually, you know what? I think I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm going to melt the bouillon cube down into some water and add it in, because it is a little bit less soupy and a little bit more pasta dish feel. So hold on, let me do that real quick. But yeah, don't be me and don't add that extra 1/3 cup. Just do the 1 cup. Okay, yes, so we are now back to a soup, guys. Don't be like me. I swear I always do that when I'm like cooking mini pasta like this. I'm like, ooh, the kids love the pasta. Let me just add just a touch more, and a touch more turns into like, you know, an army's worth of helpings. So yeah, we have an entire crock pot full of soup, but that is perfectly fine. Actually, I prefer it because now I have a lot that I can freeze, and it's probably gonna last us quite a bit through the winter. So I personally like to add just a little touch of heavy whipping cream just to make it a little bit more creamy. This is completely optional. You definitely don't have to do this, but I like to do this, especially when the kids aren't sick. When the kids are sick, I don't give them any sort of dairy products whatsoever, because it definitely doesn't help them get better. But when everybody's feeling fine and we just kind of need some comfort food, if I'm making some sort of chicken noodle soup like this, as far as the American kind, because I make Caribbean chicken noodle soup too, I don't put dairy in that at all. But if I'm making the American one, I definitely do the heavy whipping cream. I just make sure that that's all mixed through, and then I go in with just a bit of grated Parmesan. It just kind of gives it like a little something. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it very well. But yeah, I just go ahead and make sure that that is all mixed through. And my crock pot's already off. So as soon as this is all the way mixed, I'm just gonna go ahead and make bowls. Okay, y'all, so this is the kids' bowls. This is Zaylee's, Zuri's, and Gio's. And then I serve them up with some of these Sister Schubert's yeast rolls and some cinnamon butter with that. If you guys have not tried that, it's literally so similar to the Texas Roadhouse rolls. You just, you know, do that all the same way. This is how much soup we have left over. I'm telling you, this is probably gonna be like maybe 3 Ziplocs in the freezer, unless I do like individual servings too, like for Zaylee, because she's home during the day. So I would say 2 dinners worth, and then maybe a couple of lunches for Zaylee. So yeah, there's that. It's a lot of soup. But you know, guys, honestly, like this cost me what, around maybe $10 to make. Yeah, I would say about $10 to make, and look how much soup. I mean, compared to the can, that's, you know, it's amazing. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you give it a try. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you back here tomorrow for the next recipe. Bye, everybody.